There are 5 things that the Heat did to make the Celtics look like idiots. And the last one was pretty wild and the reason I think Joe Mazzulla could be fired. The first Heat tactic was picking on Big Al Horford, especially in that drop coverage. The Heat got shooters, and look at the amount of space right here. Another example. Lowry can just step right into this shot like it's practice time. I could show you this all flippin' night. But let's fast forward to the counter that the Celtics finally tried. Horford gets switched onto Robinson. He is absolutely sick of giving up 3 after 3. Robinson almost looks like he doesn't have white man's disease as he is frickin' turboing past Al. Check out this difficulty of the pass though. Lowry with the lefty. But it's that extra spin which directs the ball even more to hit him in stride. Whew! The Celtics did counter with even more switches, but the Heat have become so dynamic on offense. Notice the beautiful hard screen which is now being switched. This gives Jimmy frickin' Butler the inside positioning and seal. Look at Al here. What the heck are you doing, dude? You aren't even close enough to take away that passing angle. You should probably just be camping inside, and Duncan Robinson just scored the most layups he ever has had in a single game he's ever played. Also, what the heck are these guys wearing on their feet? Someone please help me. The next way they made them look stupid was cracking the code on Jaylen Brown.
Once Tatum was injured, was the entire game plan to send Jaylen Brown to his left?
I think that was always the game plan.
Always the game plan.
Forcing this guy left. He had 2 offensive fouls, 1 bad pass, but 5 live dribble turnovers. And all of his dribble turnovers occurred after the ball was in his left hand. Now that's embarrassing in itself, but these turnovers led to the next embarrassing thing for the Celtics, the transition D. First off, the Miami Heat always run a beautiful fast break. On this one right here, the Heat end up having 2 guys stacked up on the right side of the floor. Highsmith gets to that 45 spot and cuts straight to the hoop. This forces Derek White to move down. Lowry is genius here. He does not force anything. Look how he opens up his body as if he's going to hit that trailer. Marcus Smart gets baited, and the ball is skipped over to one of the best shooters in the building. Proof once again of great coaching. Fast break again. There is a stack of 2 on the wing. So my friends, what is Max Strus going to do? That's right, 45 cut, wide open again, but this is where things get hilariously amazing. Jaylen Brown taking a dumb shot. It is officially a 2-on-5 at this point, but the Heat have a mission to make Boston look like idiots. So Lowry doesn't care. He drives. Stop the tape. Laugh out loud, everyone who is in a Celtics fan. Now, what is that defensive player of the year looking at? And what about you, Brogdon? Wow. The next thing we have is something that haunted the Celtics, the weirdest zone ever. Look at this. Look at this right here. Most zones stay in their areas, but this thing is built differently. Watch how Tatum cuts, but Caleb Martin just mans him up and leaves his zone. Horford cuts to the high post, but the Heat realize he's not really a threat to score from here. Bam doesn't even have to guard him out that far. Big Papa Horford takes some time to rework his grade 5 pivoting lesson before getting hammered at the rim. And Spoelstra was calling this zone after every single Boston timeout to blow up their set plays. Not only that, but the Heat were pressing from full court before falling back into it. This is a great way. Actually, you could probably argue it's a gooder way to throw a team out of their offensive sets. Look at this shot clock. They are getting into their offensive sets with 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Now, this is actually a really nice action with Tatum setting a screen and then slipping to get a really good look, but that zone played some mental games for the Celtics, and the Celtics were 0 for 7 against that stretch in Game 6, and they couldn't find good looks half of the time, and then when they did get those good looks, they bricked them. If you play basketball, you'll probably get this. Sometimes when you can't generate good looks, when you feel you should generate those good looks, and then you finally get those good looks, it can actually mess with your mind, and the focus is on that rather than what you need to do to knock down the shot. And the reason that I think Joe Mazzulla could get fired but probably won't is because he benched early in the 4th quarter Derek White and Robert Williams, who were competing like beasts on the defensive end. And speaking of beasts, this guy right here, yeah, he's pretty sick.